Hello, my name is Jared Jenkins, and today I'll be doing my demonstration speech on how to hypnotize people. Step 1, you have to ask the person to be in a calm state. You have to sit down, ask them questions, get their mind off of stress or certain problems they may be going through. Just overall have them relax throughout the whole process, which that will only help them be in a more relaxed state, and it will be an easier way to manipulate their mind. They have to be free of worry, stress, anxiety, or any other situation that may be on their mind. You have to make sure they're free of all of it. You have to make sure they understand the concept, because if they understand the concept, they won't fear it. And I feel like if they fear the concept, it'll be harder to manipulate their mind, which you will have to get them in a comfortable state. But how could they be in a comfortable state if they fear the process of you hypnotizing them? They may feel like something bad could happen or go wrong or something like that. So you would have to put them in a comfortable state. And fear is, you have to make sure fear is out of the equation while trying to do that. Step 3, according to the blind hypnosis, you have to ask a friend to breathe deeply in and out to let out all the tension in the mind and the body. And then if you recognize they're still tense, or if they're still feeling like they're not relaxed enough for you to begin the actual process of it, then you would have to ask them to breathe in and out more. Maybe share a little something about it to put them in a comfortable situation. Maybe let them close their eyes and dream about something that they've always been wanting to do, or just making sure they're in a comfortable state at all times. It could be you being successful. Where do you picture yourself in 10 years? To dream vacation, to anything. You just have to use what is best. Step 4 is to influence the person of their whereabouts, like they're in a comfortable place, and then also certain body parts, such as like arm, head, legs. You should want to focus on how comfortable those body parts are, instead of what would this process do to me? How would I act after this? What is the before and after effects? So just get them to focus on certain parts of the body that feel comfortable, maybe an arm or a leg, and maybe meditation. Like yoga techniques even help with this process of hypnosis. All we have to do is make sure it flows and that they continue the process in a relaxed manner. Step 5, according to Mindrise Hypnosis, be encouraged and tell them that they're doing well throughout the process and that they're doing a wonderful job. And then soon or later, they're going to actually be receptive to your voice. And when they're receptive to your voice, then you can move on to the actual steps. But until then, you have to make sure they're in a relaxed state, they're comfortable with where they're at, they're not fearful of anything, and then you have to make sure you encourage them, because that's only going to help you get deeper and deeper into the process. These might be just small little things, but they go a long way in the process. Then step 6, according to Howflux, there's many ways to hypnotize people. Once you get through those little small minor steps, which could end up being major in the future of the process, then you could go to how do you want to hypnotize, because there's so many ways of communicating and manipulating someone's brain. You could do it by them being receptive to your voice. You could do it by them concentrating on certain gestures or items, or you can even do magician hypnosis, which involves items or colors, lasers, light in general. And that helps also too, because bright lights, people seem to gravitate towards that easily, and bam, you're doing well. Then Also, color graphics. If it's a good color graphic and it catches your eye, it's also another easy way to be influenced or hypnotized that way. But most people go the magician route because it's much easier doing it that way, because people's attention are caught when flashing lights and lasers and colors and bright colors hit their view, and then at a surprising time, it's easy for them to gravitate to that quickly. But ultimately, I'm not here to tell you which one to do. I'm here to tell you that you need to choose from one, and most likely you need to choose for the one that's best for you. If you're good at talking, then that's the way to go. If you think you can do it from colors, then that's what you should do. Lasers, graphics, that's the way you should do it. And my three sources are Blind Hypnosis, the Mindrise Hypnosis, and Howflux. And these are my sources. Okay. So it seems that I'm done, but I'll continue because I didn't reach the 8-minute mark. So I'm just going to elaborate a little more on how this is a great way. So being comfortable is the most important thing for hypnosis. If they're not comfortable, if they're not tense, everything goes wrong. They have their self-defense with themselves, like they're listening to what you're saying, but they're not believing in the process, and they're getting tense and they're getting defensive. So you just want to try to break them out of that process as much as you can before you actually go. If anything, once you get them calm, you can actually do the little watch that a lot of people do. It actually helps. When they concentrate on something, it's easy to manipulate their mind. But you have to have them be comfortable too, because then it makes their brain vulnerable. And when their brain is vulnerable, it'll be easy for you to get in their mind. But if you can't, then you'll have to try other ways to get them comfortable, which, like I said before, telling stories or get them to tell you a story, a funny joke, anything that can get them in a happy mood, which can help you make them more comfortable as time passes. And let me go to another slide. The deep breaths, they really work. When people take deep breaths, it gets them relaxed. I don't know how it does that exactly, but it works for everyone. The deep breaths always help you get more relaxed. When you are, I'll say, just talking to them, most of the time it won't work on strong-minded people. So, or people that just don't believe in the process or just never really felt the ultimate level of relaxation. You have to get that from actually, being receptive. Which being receptive, you have to be comfortable and you have to let all the tension out. When you have tension, it's hard to be comfortable. When you have things on your mind that aren't really best for you to think about, you have to make sure that's all out. Make sure that they're in the most comfortable position they've ever been. Because you being comfortable, your mind is more relaxed. It's also more vulnerable to manipulate through those. And then you can use these small techniques to get even deeper into your relaxation, which can get easier into actually hypnotizing someone. Then, yes, though, if your body parts feel nice, that's something you should concentrate on. Because you concentrating on how well your body feels just adds on to how relaxed you truly are. And it makes your brain realize, if I'm comfortable, if your body parts are comfortable, soon your brain will match up and will also be comfortable.